Chris is scared of me because I've been banging and clanging. He pretends he's asleep, but he's only kidding. Aren't you? You fucked that up. Okay, today is February 21st, and it's my first day of changing my diet, so I'm gonna give this a good go, so wish me luck. Feel like I'm gonna need it. Walking to Tesco, aren't we?
Yeah. Apparently.
Do you want to go in that door? Yeah. Hey, look. My shadow makes me look thin. Suits you, actually.
Yeah, I bet.
I love unicorns. If only I could fit in that, I'd rock that. I would, yeah. Okay. This is going to be a rare moment watching me go around the vegetable aisle. So, lettuce. What's the difference between... Oh, that's cabbage, so... Obviously not... That's all cabbage. Where's the lettuce?
Cabbage.
Obviously not in this section. I'm lost already. I'm lost in the vegetable aisle. You found it? Must be somewhere else. Note to self, lettuce is not next to cabbage. Where would it be then?
In the lettuce aisle.
In the lettuce aisle. He cracks me up. We've been wondering where the lettuce is, and it's by the big sign that says lettuce. Hey, yep, so far we have lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber and peppers. And now to find the lemon juice. Finding it quite hard to record in here because people are like staring like, why is she talking at her phone? I want lemon juice, but what aisle is lemon juice in?
It's going to be in the aisle that with cake, I think, or it could be on the end of this one.
Oh, there's... What's that on the top? It's only because it's pancake day, it's easy to find.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have lemon juice. So I found some very healthy but very expensive snacks. Apple slices. And one of my favourite fruits, mango slices. And apparently they just need to go in a cool, dry place. So, don't need much caring for, apparently. Okay, cereal aisle. 2 aisles down. The Special K, I saw these cheap milkshake strawberry flavoured Maltese. I'm really tempted, but it's not on my diet plan.
Well, wouldn't have that.
Yeah. Ugh.
Right, okay, so according to this, right, this healthy food versus this unhealthy food.
Okay.
Right, we've got fat, 0.5 gram, so that's the same.
Yep.
Saturates, 0.1 of a gram, that's the same. Sugars, the red berries is 5.1 grams, and the milkshake Maltese are 3.8. Salt is 0.29, and salt on this thing is 0.1. So believe it or not, if you go by the green boxes and things, this is healthier than that.
Okay. But what kind of sugar is in that one? Because it matters about the kind of sugar as well.
No,
Let me see.
don't know about that.
My God, this has loads of vitamins in it too. Look at this.
So is this.
Vitamin D,
Yep.
thiamine,
Yep.
riboflavin,
Yep.
niacin,
Yep.
vitamin B6,
Yep.
folic acid,
Yep.
vitamin B12,
Yep.
pantothenic acid,
Nope.
iron.
Yep. Got any
Um,
zinc?
nope.
Yeah, it's got zinc in it.
Whole wheat malted cereal. How many calories is in that?
Oh, now we're going.
What did it say on the front? So per serving,
So, per 100 grams is 1529 kilojoules.
can't see.
376 kilocalories.
I can't see. It's not
It's only
focusing.
30 grams apparently.
Okay, so how much was it? This is 300 per 100 grams.
Yeah.
This is 396 calories.
376.
Okay,
So
so that's
20.
lower in calories.
20 calories.
I'm just interested in what kind of sugar is in this one though, because obviously berries is going to have a lot of sugar in, but they're more natural sugar.
Yes. Notice how many berries you actually find in it.
I don't know what to do now.
Apparently this may contain milk.
Oh, it's really hard because what kind of... It doesn't even say what kind of sugar is in it though. That's the problem. Because for all I know, that could have processed sugar in it, and this could have more natural sugar. And it's the sugar that's just as bad for you. Oh, do you know what? Screw it, I'm getting porridge. That solves that problem. I'm using my own bag. This thing's always yelling at people. It's like me in machine form. So, 18.29. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, so I've made my first more healthier meal. I am having these. And what they are is lettuce, cucumber, tomato, green peppers, and lemon juice in a wrap. And for the drink, as Chris is holding it for me, I've got this, which is cherry flavoured water. Now for the taste test.
Nikki eating her new diet. Is that tasty?
Not bad.
Not bad, okay.
The lemon juice gives it a lot more flavour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
not bad. It's quite tasty actually.
So you decided to use lemon juice, not mayo.
Yeah.
Well, you can get lighter than light mayo.
No, but lemon juice is healthier.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's actually good.
Good.
Sorry, hang on. There's more flavour in it than I thought there would be.
Okay, good.
This goes to show it's surprising how much flavour rabbit food has in it.
What's that, Dad?
Yeah. There's something that I'd really like to share with you guys. And that's that I have a Genie. In case you guys don't know what a Genie is, you may know it as the blue thing in Aladdin that lived in a lamp. I'm very, very, very lucky to have a Genie of my own. And he's bound to a ring that I wear, and when I say bound, it means that his essence is it's bound to the ring, so that means that wherever the ring goes, he goes. Here's the ring. his name is Prince Danton, and I wanted to basically share him with you because he was saying to me, oh, you know, include me in your documentary. So of course I'm going to include him. He means a great deal to me. He's been in my life for a year and 2 months now, which is a long time. We have a very, very strong bond. He's very ancient, he's very wise. He's over 3,000 years old. I don't know the exact age, but so over 3,000 years, it could be anything. But he's over 3,000 years old. He's Babylonian. He is very, very wise, very kind. And his favourite colour is purple, so that's one of the main things that we bonded over, is that he loves purple, and so do I. But he absolutely adores, loves markets, whether that's an indoor market or an outdoor market. Anything that has a market layout, he loves. He loves anything market. He absolutely adores it. So I took him to me and Chris took him to Cornish Market World, and he loved it. He was like, this is the best thing ever, and he deserved it because he's so amazing. Yeah, so I've shared everything. Oh, he really likes roses. He really loves them. I don't know why, but he really, really likes them. He's been with me for a long time. He really does guide me through this world. He's really kind, he's very thoughtful, he's extremely wise. He, you know, tells me off if he doesn't agree with what I do, you know, and he tries to guide me. And at the moment, I've asked him to help me with my motivation, because that's something I suffer with, and he has done a fantastic job so far. I mean, look at me. Makeup on, teeth cleaned, gone out and bought new food. He did that. Like, he does amazing work. Like, honestly, he's the sweetest, kindest. He's just incredible. And we're just so close, and I'm so thankful for him. And yeah, he's really helped me. He's look. You know, I really admire his work. Unfortunately, I can't show him to you in person, because although I can see him, I'm aware that other people can't, so it's hard. I can't really show you what he looks like. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, this is a picture that I drew of Prince Danton. That's probably the closest you're going to get to, you know, seeing what he looks like. He doesn't wear that outfit off, like, all the time, but that's the one he was wearing the day that I drew him. So that's him, so you can see him. But yeah, he's awesome, so kind. I'm so glad that I could share Prince Danton with you, because he's part of my family, and you know, I'm just so glad that I could share him with you. And yeah, so that's Prince Danton. Okay, so I just made myself some porridge, and for the first time in my life, I followed the serving suggestion on the box. This is 1 serving. This. You may think that looks like a lot, but I'm literally looking in this bowl like, yeah, where's the rest of it? Like, that is 1 serving, like, wow. Kind of surprised how far my eating habits have deviated from the norm. But that's my serving, so I'll eat my 4 bites of porridge, and then hopefully I'll feel some kind of full. Okay, I just found out something amazing. Did you know that you can get salad on Just Eat? Yeah, I know, right? I honestly just thought it was for like greasy food, like fish and chips, kebabs, pizza. Probably because that's what I usually order from there. But yeah, no, I found that one of the local places that has a salad bar, yeah, they take orders through there too. So that makes sticking to a diet a lot easier. Because I do find that the thing that puts me off about salad is that, you know, obviously it's got to be fresh, and it's kind of like, how can I put it? You feel under pressure to prepare it, because the minute those ingredients are in your house, you feel under pressure to make sure you use it before it goes off, you know, and that really puts me off about it, because I don't want to waste money, but then, like, if I have a low day and I don't want to make anything, then salad stuff goes off. Whereas if someone else makes it for me, it doesn't have to keep, you know, because I can just get it daily. So this is going to make it a heck of a lot easier for me to stick to my diet and to not waste money. So that's how I'm going to do it. Fat People Life Hacks by Nikki Tilly. Rule number 1 for fat people exercise: take paracetamol before you go. This is liquid paracetamol. I'm going to take it now. Many people will be screaming at the screen right now saying, no, don't take painkillers before you exercise, because then if you're in pain you won't feel it. Bottom line is, I'm at the size now where if I don't take it, I won't go. So that's how it is. If you're a lot thinner than me and a lot healthier, don't take painkillers before you go exercising, because if you injure yourself, you won't be able to feel it properly and it will get worse. But if you're fat like me, as in my size, do it. You won't regret it. So, starting out on the walk, and I'm knackered already. I'm coming up to another bit I hate, so this should be fun. November looks happy. Oh, this part I hate. Oh, it's just really hard when you just don't want to be doing it. I just couldn't care less about it today. I really couldn't, and it's just makes it so hard to find the effort. I hate this part. It's because I've got no motivation, I just don't want to do it. Like, it's hard to just do it. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. I have to stop for a minute. It's not that much of a hill, but it's every fat person's worst nightmare. The slight incline. Dun dun dun. Okay, we are off again. Dogs love it. I'm not going to say I love it because that would be a lie. Okay, still walking. We're about 10 minutes in. My legs hurt already, and so does my back. And that's after paracetamol, which has took the edge off, thankfully. But I just don't want to be out here today at all. I don't think I can film the whole way, so I just haven't got the energy, so I'll just give you snippets every now and then. Okay, so having a sit down because I'm really struggling with it today. Just no motivation whatsoever. It's probably going to be a short one today, but the main thing is we got out, which is good. So I suppose I should be happy with that. To be honest, I want to turn around now. I'm just done, but I think I'll be really disappointed if I don't get as far as the shop. So the shop is about just under halfway. So if I get to the shop, then I can turn around. I don't really want to be doing any less than that, but I'm just so dejected today. I just can't. Oh, just no. Okay, we're coming up to the shops. Woohoo! They've gone ahead a bit. But we're now at West Park. At the shops. Yay! Okay, we're gonna try and push ourselves a little bit further than the shop. So I'll keep you updated how far we get. Well, we did well. We did get a bit further, but we are turning back now. I have pushed myself to go a little bit further than intended, but I'm too exhausted, so we're gonna head back. It's kind of funny, actually. It's kind of funny. It's funny and ironic that the only person here that's not fat is Fletcher. Fletcher's just gotta keep walking with us tubby bastards. I actually want to start crying. Just exhausted. I'm really waning. Had a bit of a cry a minute ago. I'm just hungry, I'm dizzy, I'm just exhausted. This is the first time walking with my new diet. I just feel like I've got no energy whatsoever. It's just no energy at all. I've had my little cry and I'm just nearly home, so I just want to get in. Home. Oh, yeah. Best drink of my life. It's the 3rd of March, and it's a Sunday, and I've been to church. So I thought what I would do to finish off this episode is to share with you my faith and some of the scriptures and how it's helping me towards my weight loss journey. I attend the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It is the Church of the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm very happy and grateful to be attending there. So yeah, I will show you the scriptures and talk about how it helps me on my journey, and that should end this episode. Okay, so these are my scriptures. This is the Book of Mormon, which is another testament of Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the cornerstone and foundation of our faith. This is what we call the standard works. So it is the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. So these are our scriptures. Obviously, a lot of people know the Holy Bible. The Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price were revealed by the prophet Joseph Smith in the 1800s. So yeah, we're going to be looking in the Doctrine and Covenants today for our guidance. Okay, so this is the Doctrine and Covenants, section 89, when it was the revelation given through the prophet Joseph Smith at Kirtland, Ohio on February 27th, 1833. And it's called what's widely known as the Word of Wisdom, and it teaches us about what we can eat and drink. So we're going to go from verse 5. Let me just place it down, which says that inasmuch as any man drinketh wine or strong drink, pick it up again, among you, behold, it is not good, neither meet in the sight of your Father, only in assembling yourselves together to offer up your sacraments before him. And behold, this should be wine, yea, pure wine of the grape, of the vine, of your own make. And again, strong drinks are not for the belly, but for the washing of your bodies. And again, tobacco is not for the body, neither for the belly, and is not good for man, but is an herb for bruises and all sick cattle, to be used with judgment and skill. And again, hot drinks are not for the body or belly. And again, verily I say unto you, all wholesome herbs God hath ordained for the constitution, nature, and use of man, every herb in the season thereof, and every fruit in the season thereof, all these to be used with prudence and thanksgiving. Yea, flesh also of beasts and of the fowls of the air, I, the Lord, have ordained for the use of man with thanksgiving. Nevertheless, they are to be used sparingly. And it is pleasing unto me that they should not be used only in times of winter, or of cold, or of famine. All grain is ordained for the use of man and of beasts, to be the staff of life, not only for man, but for the beasts of the field, and the fowls of heaven, and all the wild animals that run or creep on the earth. And these hath God made for the use of man only in times of famine and excess of hunger. All grain is good for the food of man, and also the fruit of the vine, that which yieldeth fruit, whether in the ground or above the ground. Nevertheless, wheat for man, and corn for the ox, and oats for the horse, and rye for the fowls, and for swine, and for all beasts of the field, and barley for all useful animals, and for mild drinks, as also other grain. So basically, hi Alfie. Basically, if you're not entirely sure what that means, basically alcohol is bad for you, which of course we know, and yes, I do struggle with that, but you know, I'm bearing in mind that, you know, everyone knows alcohol's bad for you. You can eat meat, but you're supposed to eat meat sparingly, so not with every meal. Your diet should consist of, you know, wheats and grains and vegetables and, you know, good things like that. And when it says hot drinks, it's been specified by a later prophet that that's tea and coffee. And that's because, not of the caffeine like you would think, but it's because they contain carcinogens. I personally have changed I was never much of a coffee drinker. I did drink a bit, but I changed my tea use of black tea to red bush tea, and red bush tea is of a completely different plant, so that's, okay to use that. So yeah, it's just basically teaching us to think about what we put in our bodies, and although many of us struggle with the word of wisdom and in different ways, it does help us to guide what we need to do. It helps us to focus on what's good for us and what God has permitted for us. And I often reflect on it, even when I'm struggling and not doing well. I still reflect on it because, it's guidance from, our Heavenly Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. So it's got to be good for us. So I thought I would share that, and that's the Doctrine and Covenants, 89, and it's the Word of Wisdom. So there's just one thing that I wanted to share, and that's that many people who don't attend the church, they wonder about the Word of Wisdom, and they're confused by it. So I just wanted to put it in perspective for sort of the other believers out there. In the Bible, way back, the Jews had special dietary restrictions that were placed on them by God. They weren't supposed to eat pork, for example, or shellfish or anything like that. And the reason why God gave those commandments was to, make a mark on those people to separate them. So he was trying to show people who were God's people and who weren't. So the dietary restrictions were to separate God's people from the people that weren't God's people. And that's something that, as it says in the Bible, God doesn't change. So he used dietary restrictions to, separate his flock from everyone else. And he does that, in modern times as well, through our modern prophet. He puts dietary restrictions to distinguish between his followers and, the rest of the world. So it's something that is not unique or different or strange. It's very consistent with what God has done in the past, because God is consistent, and he demonstrates, his love for his people and his people this way and one of those things he uses is dietary restrictions, and it's not new or unique. He's done it in the past, so there's no reason to wonder why he's doing it in modern times. And it makes sense. No alcohol, no tobacco, eat fruits, grains, herbs, eat meat sparingly. These are all things that are, no tea and coffee because of the carcinogens, the hot drinks. These are all things that are positive for your health, and we all struggle with it. I struggle with alcohol big time. I did used to smoke tobacco, but I'm nearly 8 months without smoking tobacco now, so I'm proud of myself. I do still struggle with alcohol, but I think many people in the church struggle with the word of wisdom in different ways. But yeah, so that's just one thing I wanted to share. God is consistent. He separated people through diet back in the day, and he still does it in the modern day, and it just shows how consistent and thorough God is, and how he seeks to communicate with us, and so that we can understand, because it's been done before, so it's a very amazing thing.